Alright, so we've got a pretty quick video today. We're going to take a look at these kind of DeWALT compatible, cheap, no-name work lights. This rectangular one here. So the back, it is metal, somewhat of a heat sink. It's poorly casted, like, I don't know how well you can see that, but I'll show you that in a second. This one's much better. The heatsink is much, much thicker. It does have more LEDs though, so it's going to need it. This one also has the benefit of some USB ports. So yeah, we've got a 1.5 amp hour battery here. We've got the 9 amp hour battery. If I was going to do this, I would prefer it on here because it's a much more stable base. But you know, it might look all right on the 1.5 amp hour. It just depends on what you need or what you have. But any situation, I'm probably using it on this. So I'll show you these a little better here on the overhead. See, this is much thicker. Your power cord just comes in here. You know, I doubt it's going to put off enough heat that you're really going to have to worry. But it is touching, so you could always probably, you know, figure out some way to insulate that a little better. And then there's your USB ports that I was talking about. You can rotate this on this thing. I imagine over time it's going to loosen the nut, and you also like tighten the nut. Same thing over here. We have far fewer LEDs. And no USB. Thinner heatsink. So, you know, probably not the best. This probably is better. This does have 3 switches, or it's got 2 settings on a 3-position switch. So you've got that one, you got that one. It's changing. I don't want to look directly at it because when I first got this, I unboxed it, I tested it, I looked at it for like 30 minutes. I could see the after image of every single LED. But what it's doing is it's changing, it looks like the focal length maybe. It's using the different LEDs or whatever. One uses all of them and one I think is just using the outside. And I think the other one's using all of them. Maybe we'll see that on video. It depends on how the phone does. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and hook these up here. Make sure we're in the off position. Yep. There we are on the 1.5 amp hour. Same deal here. 1.5 amp hour. Light warning. I'm going to turn this one on in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's the right position. We're going to switch off in 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go to the left position in 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah. So I can see that on the camera. We're in the center there on the left position. Again, 3, 2, 1. Light coming on in 3, 2, 1. So there we're using the outside and the inside. So that's good. Okay. Now let me show you the other one. Again, we're going to have a bright light in 3, 2, 1. So see here, you kind of almost got like stadium lighting. We're going to turn this off in 3, 2, 1. So yeah, I'm going to get the thermal imager out and we're going to turn these on and get a look at how they heat up. Alright, so we've got them on there. I'm just going to start watching. Oh yeah, the one heated up immediately. It's already 82, 86, if I can hold this at 84, yep. Okay, yeah, so just like I thought, the thinner one, it's cooler for now, but it's got fewer LEDs. Let me double check that I've got all the bulbs on this one. Okay, I do not, so we're gonna turn them all on. Okay, they are all on. Yeah, that immediately got hotter. We're now seeing about 90 degrees. So let me back out here. I'll get you guys a photo. Oh, I can actually feel the heat. Mind you, it's 68 degrees in here. So the smaller one is running a little cooler. We're going to go ahead and leave these on for a minute. A couple minutes, I'll come back and yeah, then we'll take a look at what the temperatures are looking like. Alright, so we've been on a couple of minutes now. Taking some photos here. Yeah, I mean, they're quite warm to the touch. I mean, I could hold this all day, though. This one's doing about 111. This one's doing about 105. Would I buy these if I were you? Yeah, I quite enjoy them. They're nice. Even this one. I do like the other one better because it's got the bigger heat sink, which I think would mean longer longevity, especially if you're using only the outer ring. But yeah, no, this is only the third thing from Temu that I've bought that I'm actually like, yeah, no, I want this. Are they the greatest construction? No. Like this one already has, you know, a little chip and scratch there from where they assembled it, like a gouge. And I'm sure Big Clive would be horrified at the internals, but that's outside of my scope. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I may actually buy another one of these round ones. We do lose electricity here from time to time since we live pretty rural. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That one's got a ring to hang it with if you wanted. That's pretty nifty. Yeah, the plastic's pretty cool. It's definitely all getting dumped into the heat sink. I mean, they're pretty solid. They're not too much different than the actual DeWALT batteries in construction. The plastic's definitely a slightly different grade because it's not as thick, I guess. It's hard to describe. What's the word called? I don't remember. There's a specific word that talks about the different finish and feel of plastic, and I know it because I see it at work all the time, and I'm just tired, I guess. But yeah, no, I love this thing. Like, I think it was $22, $23. All I did was go on Temu. I'm not going to give a link or anything. Just search like DeWALT Light. They have them for other brands too. I only have DeWALT stuff, so I was obviously only interested in DeWALT batteries, accessories. That's actually how I found it. I searched DeWALT battery or DeWALT accessory or something. But if you put in DeWALT Light, these come right up. Again, I like the round one. There's this rectangle one. There's a couple other variations that I saw in there, and I would imagine they're on eBay too. If not Amazon, I'll look to see if I can find this on Amazon, and if so, you'll see the link in the description and in the sticky comment. But otherwise, yeah. Is it worth the $20? I would say so. Oh, I will say that the power cord is like suspect now. It's very flexible. It's very malleable. I'm actually going to hook this back up real quick. We're going to turn it on so all of it's on, and let's take a look at the power cord with the heat. Give it a minute to kind of heat up a little. It could just be in my head. It may have been like that to begin with. It's only running at like 60 degrees. It's running a little bit cooler than ambient, actually. So it gets a little warmer closer it gets to the battery. But we're talking like 66.8 to 69 degrees. Now it's definitely heating up closer to the unit, but that makes sense. Because some of that's radiating off the fins. That was mostly in my head. It's just a pretty cheap power cord. Like, this stuff just looks so pretty and thermal. Anyway, you don't care about that. Only I do. Yes, buy it. If you need a work light, you don't want to buy some weird DeWALT one that's like some big contraption or something. Like, this is stupid simple. Is it safe inside? I don't know. You got to go to another channel for that. But I'm happy with it, and I'm going to buy another one right now. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I would appreciate like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Yada, yada, yada. It really matters to YouTube. I would like to grow this channel. If you're feeling generous, I do have a Patreon. It's linked in the sticky comment and the description. Right now, I just have my buddy James Greason that's been there for a year giving money. It definitely makes some stuff like this possible. The more patrons I get, the more this weird stuff I can buy and test out for people. I don't intend to become like Project Farm, but it would be nice to, you know, be able to just tinker with this stuff. And I definitely don't make a lot of money, so I would appreciate anything, even if it's just a comment telling me you think I'm hideous and ugly and I should stop doing YouTube. Because it'll feed the algorithm. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.